mean just stop oil? All your stuff is made out of oil, you idiots. Your clothes, these jackets, they're all made out of oil. What the hell are you doing here, making a nuisance of yourselves? It's a joke. What a joke. What are you doing here? Get out the road. You're wasting everybody's time and petrol. All these guys, their engines are running all the time, wasting more bloody oil, you nutters. What is this made out of? What are your clothes made out of? How did your clothes get here? They got here by oil. What are you doing? This makes no sense at all. Just stop oil. You haven't thought about this. If you want to stop oil, you need to stay at home and go live in the forest.
Absolute freaking nutters. As of course, if you get rid of oil, you get rid of the majority of life on Earth. And maybe that's why they're calling for it. Welcome back, beautiful and amazing human beings. My name is Luke Radowski here of WeAreChange.org, and there's a lot of absolutely wild and crazy news to get into today, as of course things are not as they seem, as geopolitically tensions are escalating in very ugly proportions, where of course we have a surprising development specifically coming from Ukraine, as they have a larger conflict with Russia that is not unfolding in a good way, as of course there's even more bigger legal battles ahead of us when it comes to fighting for free speech online. We are going to be talking about that, plus a lot more, all here on this independent media broadcast. If you like the shirt that I'm wearing, you could get it on thebestpoliticalshirts.com. And the clip that we played in the beginning of this broadcast is from the one and only Danny Shine. He's an awesome person, someone that I know personally, and he's really cool. You should check out his YouTube channel and all of the incredible work that he does, breaking the matrix conditioning that sadly a lot of people have been put under. And I could gladly say Danny Shine is definitely a real one. He's been around for a while, and he really does some thought-provoking, life essence kind of work that is definitely worth checking out more. So definitely subscribe to his channel if you haven't yet. As of course, there's a lot of individuals who literally are calling and want to see the world burn, especially those individuals within the corporate media that have been fear-mongering that the new anarchistic president of Argentina, Javier Milei, will be, quote, devastating for the Argentinian economy that already is pretty devastated by itself there. Didn't need Javier's help to do that. As Bloomberg now is reporting that Argentinian stocks have soared, their bonds climbed, as investors are cheering for someone who is going to be cutting a lot of government waste and bureaucracy, while, more importantly, getting rid of the Central Bank of Argentina, while implementing US dollars and cryptocurrency into the Argentinian economy, which is definitely going to be shaking up a lot of things in Latin America. As of course, that's not the first country that adopted things like Bitcoin to their economy, while totally upending the way that things used to be done. This, as of course, the old world order is definitely being challenged with the latest conflicts that have now been unfolding inside of the Middle East, and now more tensions rising in the South Chinese Sea, as we got new videos of Houthi rebels that just took over a cargo ship that was part owned by an Israeli tycoon, as a lot of people fear the conflict inside of Gaza spreading totally out of control and involving other countries, which, if happens, will provide more trouble for the rest of the world, as of course the fighting is still continuing in Ukraine, where we are getting reports of the Ukrainian army sending a lot of women to fight on the front lines who have not been faring too well against their Russian counterparts, as the president of Russia just announced that he is flying the world's biggest nuclear missile, Satan II, over the South Pole in a, quote, test launch, as confirmed by Russian state media that also now is censoring this development. All of this is happening as Russia is trying to become the most nuclear-equipped and ready nation on the world, as now they are testing their allegedly unstoppable 14-story tower block missile that the president of Russia views as his ultimate weapon against the West. This as Volodymyr Zelensky is coming out and blaming Russia for, quote, bringing the planet closer to the brink of World War III, as of course it's important to note here that it has been his side and the West that has been derailing and stopping any peace deals and negotiations from going through here. Volodymyr Zelensky also revealed that now he survived 6 assassination attempts allegedly on his life, and as the situation in Ukraine gets more tumultuous and more dangerous for the rest of the world, don't worry. The U.S. war machine is fighting for PFAs and forever chemicals. Yes, you heard that correctly. The U.S. Pentagon came out and said banning toxins that have been scientifically linked to making males more effeminate is a threat against national security because PFAs are used to make weapons. All of this as Minnesota is poised to become the first U.S. state to ban the forever chemicals that we literally find in almost every aspect of our lives. Our clothing, our furniture, our cars all have horrendous forever chemicals on it and microplastics that, of course, are somehow ending up in our lungs and our bloodstream. But yeah, the military wants it because it's cheap. So there's that, as of course, they're not just focusing on making more males more effeminate, they're also highly working on diversifying their airplane crews, which is coming under scrutiny as recently a Navy P-8A airplane overshot the runway and landed in a body of water. Luckily, not taking anyone's life, but destroying some taxpayer-funded property. But hey, at least the flight crew was diverse. So it means that's totally okay. It's totally fine. Don't worry about it. It's okay. The wrongs equal itself out when it comes to woke indoctrination nonsense that has essentially hijacked all of our forms of government, all under the leadership of this man that, of course, was just seen in one of the most horrible PR optic presidential campaign photos ever, highlighting a senile old man holding on to the table while his cake is engulfed in a huge flame right in front of him with an uncomfortable eye-to-eye stare, highlighting the everything it's fine meme, highlighting yet another amazing meme opportunity for all the incredible people out there, as clearly his policies have lit the United States and the world on fire, and not in a good way. As of course, the likelihood of him being the next president of the United States is extremely small, as by the way, he just mixed up Taylor Swift with Britney Spears as he celebrated his 81st birthday and slurred his words and barely made any sense during his announcement where he pardoned a turkey. But only if that man was a member of LukeUnfiltered.com, he would get some really awesome health and wealth tips that would be incredibly important for him, that would probably get him out of his stupor. Maybe it's good that he's not a member. Maybe it's good that you are. As of course, as a member of LukeUnfiltered.com, you also get to call in to our show, which we have been doing on rumble.com/wearechange. We had friends of Javier Milei on last night with us, doing a huge deep dive into the future of Argentina. We had some other people that have been recently banned almost everywhere on our program. We had Vivek Ramaswamy on, another individual that's been banned everywhere, Alex Stein, Sargon of Akkad, Carl Benjamin, and our first intrepid episode was with the one and only Obama whistleblower. It in more ways than one. So yeah, we're going to have another live show ready for you guys today. As of course, members of LukeUnfiltered.com get to call in. You also get 3 really incredible master classes when it comes to Change Media University, becoming a journalist, traveling and escape hacking, and apocalypse survival training, all included in your membership of LukeUnfiltered.com. 150 plus instructional videos that are absolutely key and important for you to gain the proper skills and advantage over everyone else. We are going to be doing another video right after this one, a special report just for members right after this video, as of course there's a lot of things to specifically talk about when it comes to Roundup, which just had another major loss, as of course the people suing them and winning have a lot of things in common with everyone else. We're going to be talking about that plus a lot more, all right after this broadcast on LukeUnfiltered.com. As of course, there's a lot of very interesting things happening right now with what seems like a very coordinated attack against two major services, and that, of course, is Twitter and Rumble, that have been going through a lot of different attacks directly and indirectly against it. Yesterday, we saw a direct attack on Rumble's infrastructure with major DDoS attacks and attacks on Rumble servers that temporarily brought Rumble down. This, as Rumble has also been attacked by a lot of leftist organizations like Media Matters that, according to Chris Pavlovsky, have purposely misrepresented Rumble with assertions and accusations that have been absolutely baseless. As, of course, Media Matters goes after almost anyone on the right of Karl Marx, viciously smearing them and attacking them while launching coordinated PR campaigns, specifically going after their advertisers to make sure that individuals cannot survive financially, and through this proxy effort, defund them to the point where they can no longer exist. As, of course, Media Matters is saying that a lot of multinational corporations are having their ads placed near some very radicalized content, which is absolutely not true at all. As, of course, even data scientists who tried to replicate their research couldn't, as it's pretty clear that Media Matters will fit any kind of narrative they can to go after institutions like Rumble and Twitter, who, of course, share the larger ideas of allowing people to talk to each other freely. As Megyn Kelly even came out and said that their goal is to, quote, get conservatives fired, as now Elon Musk is going to be officially suing Media Matters for the slander, libel, and direct attacks against its platform and major advertisers that have now pulled advertisements from X because of what Media Matters said, as Elon Musk even came out and declared, quote, Media Matters is pure evil, a tweet that, of course, was shared around by a lot of individuals that also have the same kind of sentiments against Media Matters. As now, a Texas attorney general will be opening up an investigation into Media Matters over their latest report and fraud accusations from this organization, which is going to be very interesting to see, as, of course, it's not just lawsuits, but now official government investigations that are opened up on Media Matters, which all of this is going to be bringing us closer to a lot of discovery and public documents that, of course, the world will soon be able to see, as, of course, some people have argued already that the damage has already been done, as the advertisers have pulled out during a key moment in time, as there's other individuals like Tim Pool who said, hey, those companies, why not just give their competitors free advertisement on Twitter now? And I think that might be actually a good idea. As, of course, these corporations, in my opinion, didn't do their due diligence, didn't do their research, didn't do their homework, believed a slanderous, libelous organization that lies about people all the time, and decided to take action on it that, of course, is going to have very detrimental effects towards the only platforms that allow free speech. Are you kidding me? Those platforms deserve our support. Those corporations that now are boycotting Twitter and X and Rumble, well, those are corporations that I'm going to be doing my best never to use again. Will you? Let me know down in the comment section below. I got one more video coming your way specifically about glyphosate, which is going to be very eye-opening, to say the least. That video only available right now on lukeunfiltered.com. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys actively sharing and watching these videos, and that's why I love you guys. Stay tuned for more here on wearechange.org.